Hey everybody, welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. So, I was doing a little bit of thinking this evening, and I had already made a video and I had uploaded it, and my voice completely changed partway through because I could tell that some of the hostility that I had towards somebody with a title in their name, how it had stirred something in me, and I saw that I lost a viewer because of it. And normally that kind of thing doesn't bother me, and frankly it still doesn't bother me that I lost a viewer. I'm not on YouTube for subscribers. I'm just on YouTube to share the things that I love, the things that I'm learning, and all of that. And I was just laying there thinking about it, and I was like, I did come off a little bit intense there. My whole voice changed while I was talking, and sometimes when I get super passionate about something, I get really loud and I get really excited, and I even felt that when I listened to myself, I could hear it sounded like I was angry, but I really wasn't. And so I figured I deleted the video, and I decided to come back outside and redo this video and then re-upload it again. And I had shared some of the pruning on my gooseberries and stuff, but I'll share that tomorrow. But the question is this: Master Gardener, is it worth the title? And what goes into obtaining a Master Gardener title? Now, I had no idea what on earth a Master Gardener was. And it was only because recently a person with that title came at me. And it wasn't necessarily negatively to me personally. Her knowledge was very, very good, and it was wise, and all of that. However, she had gone onto her own public or her own private profile, but she had made things public, and she said other things there that I got to see, and I was flabbergasted by it. So I had done a video, and I said I wasn't going to talk about it anymore, but because I said in that video that I wanted to become a Master Gardener and that I think that I will be a great Master Gardener, I decided today to sit down and look up what a Master Gardener is, and or what a Master Gardener title entails. And upon my research, I found out that a Master Gardener is just a title. And it is a certificate that one gets by completing a course and taking a test. And from what I read, you had to obtain an 80% score or higher in order to pass the test to get the certificate for a Master Gardener title. And the only way that you can get a Master Gardener title is by doing the course and paying money for the course. And also, when you take the course, you cannot use the Master Gardener title in anything. Like, you can't use it on business cards. You can't use it to sell merchandise. You can't, basically you can't market yourself with the Master Gardener title. That is just a certificate that one gets when they take a course and they pay a lot of money. Like, it was about $100 $195. It was close to $200, and it all depends on what state you're in and what course you're taking it through, how much it's going to cost you. It could be more, it could be less, and that probably also goes for the score that you would get when you take the course to get the Master Gardener title certificate. And after you get your certificate, you actually have to volunteer anywhere from 30 to 70 hours in your community for being able to retain a Master Gardener certificate title. And by doing so, you have to do this yearly, okay? And so you would have to you wouldn't have to take the course over again, but you have to put in volunteer work every year. And you have to put in so many hours, depending on where you live, what state you're living in, and all of that. It all just depends. I'm sure it varies throughout the country. And so I did my research, and I read some forums. And there was even people who have Master Gardener title who are stating that there are many people out there who use the Master Gardener title as a badge of basically I know it alls. And they will throw it in people's faces. And that's a shame, because then they turn people off to wanting to go into a program like that. Now, I was just thinking about it a lot, and not a lot actually, but I was just thinking about it this afternoon, and I thought I would look it up because I had no clue really what it entailed. And in order to, you would have to do it every year. You have to do a certain amount of hours every year to retain your Master Gardener status and certificate, because it does expire. It's much like a food handler's license. That with a food handler license, actually, I think it lasts longer than a Master Gardener certificate, actually, and it costs a whole lot less. But it's basically, in a sense, it's just community volunteering work, and in a garden with a master added onto it. In the beginning of this video, my question was, well, is it worth it? In my opinion, and that's just my opinion, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth $200 to take a course and to obtain a Master Gardener certificate that you have to do volunteer work. I would rather just do volunteer work and help my community out. Do you really have to have a title to do that? I don't really think so. But, I mean, what do I know? And I just think it's really interesting. I just don't think it's worth it, honestly, to go and spend close to $200 to take a course. I'm pretty sure you don't have to pay for the course every single year. I think you only have to take the test once, but you do have to do the volunteer work for it to stay current. And I read a lot of things. If you guys are interested, go check out some of the forums to see what people say about other people who are so-called Master Gardeners. I don't want to diss on anybody, but frankly, I don't think it's worth it. It's basically, in my opinion, it's a glorified title for a gardener who volunteers and who has done a little bit of book work. And that's just my humble opinion about it. Now, I'm sure there are a lot of Master Gardeners out there who actually have a lot more experience under the belt and are not just Master Gardeners, but they have actual horticultural type degrees and agricultural degrees. and that sort of thing. And I think that's awesome. And if I were to go back to college to go into debt again, I would probably go into the agricultural and horticultural side of this, and I wouldn't focus on master gardening. So my video where I said I would be a master gardener and I'd be a great master gardener, excuse me, I'm reneging on that. I don't want to be a master gardener. I have a master gardener. My master gardener is God. He lives in heaven. And he's the ultimate master gardener. I mean, check that tree out, you guys. He's the ultimate master gardener. You know? All those trees. Everything you see every day. That's the true master gardener. I don't need a master gardener title. I'm just a gardener. I'm just a caretaker. I don't need to have that master. We already have a master gardener. So, I want to thank the person who unsubscribed to my channel. You're amazing, and I love you. Because you made me do a little bit of reflection this evening, and it only took literally a matter of seconds for me to do this reflection. And I realized how right you were. Even if you don't know it, I want to thank you. Because it really turned my heart around to the whole thing, and I can feel it in my voice, and the peace is back, and I'm not upset at all. I really wasn't upset before either. It just sounded like I was. But I want to thank you. And you guys, I don't normally do 3 videos in a day. This will technically be 4. But, yeah. That's just my humble opinion, you guys. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Not in my opinion. I would rather get a bunch of books and learn, you know, and learn from other knowledgeable people on YouTube, learn from other people on other forums, on other avenues of technology out there on the internet, and that sort of thing. And just I'm learning every day. I learn something new every day when it comes to my garden and when it comes to my Lord. And so with all of that being said, you guys, I want you to have a very wonderful evening, and just, you know, love life. Anyways, comment, like, and subscribe. Click the bell button, and have a wonderful evening. Bye.